Hi guys, it's Drogo here. Today we're having a look at a replay from Trillock1945. He's in Erlenburg on encounter, and he's in a Waffleträgger fear. Trillock sent me this replay in because he wasn't entirely sure as how he should have been playing this game. It's not a particularly high scoring damage game, and he's just looking for ways to improve. So looking at the matchup, we can see there's 5 tier 10s on either side, with the most tier 9s on either side, with a couple of tier 8 lights. The Waffle Panzer doesn't really have gun depression, so going on the 1 line is not really an option. So pushing the 9 line is probably the right move to do. The only problem with the 9 line is most people will we play very passive here, and that can often cost the game. So most people are going to stop where the leopard is stopping currently, which is really not the way to do it. Again, you've got an object 263 that's just stopping there. I would push up a little bit further. So the lights have spotted up Centurion and an AMX and a Kranwagen. Now I was expecting either the Emil or the Kranwagen, or maybe even both, to play this side and pop up around the B9, B0 area. But it looks like the Kranwagen's actually pushing in a little bit closer, which is possibly not the best move for him, because it doesn't allow him to be as effectively hulled down. However, it does provide him better artillery cover, and as there's free artillery on your side, that might not be a bad move for him at all. Now you can see the IS-7 is really pushed, and currently he has absolutely no support from the rest of your team, which are purely camping at the moment, with 0 shots and can't help the IS-7 at all. The Object 263 is running away. I'm not entirely sure where he thinks he's off to. But you won't get any shots here at all. Please untick the extra zoom. It really is. It's more difficult to aim at moving targets. It limits your field of view. It's just bad. You will never see anybody who's got a decent WN8 playing with the extra zoom. Here again, because you were so passive, and I'm not sure why he's looking at the artillery then, you missed the opportunity to get the killing shot on the 1390. You are pushing on now, which is good, but this is too late. You should have been up there with the IS-7. The IS-7 and the Leopard and yourself, you could have easily taken out the tanks that are up here, cleared the flank very quickly, and you would have been fine. Again, really, you're playing too passive here. You can use the IS-7 as hard cover. I reverse out rather than giving your front on the Model 4, mostly because you've got the engine at the front, so they can track and take your engine out. But that was a good shot into the side turret. You won't reload in time before this guy's dead. So you should have been moving straight away to get shots on the T95. Very slow to react. You have to have in your head, okay, what are my threats? Kranwagen. Kranwagen's dead. Okay, what's next target? Next target is the T95, and you should be moving immediately as soon as that threat has been taken out. And so you're going to miss a good chance to get lots of damage here on the T95. Now on this one, you aim for that front right hill. Yeah, that was somewhat unfortunate. You took a snap. You should have really waited a little bit longer and got the penetrating hit, but you do pick up the kill even though it's only for 63 damage. Now again, looking at the minimap, which is something you have to do all the time, you can see the majority of the enemy is on the other side, so there's only maybe 10 seconds wasted, but you're still wasting time. You should already be moving back to the other side to get shots. Again, while you're relocating, pay attention to the minimap. You can see the bat chat's just been spotted on the other side. If the light tanks fail to take him out, he's most likely going to be coming around to flank on you. So with no other tank spotted, I would actually be thinking about moving back to cover the 1390 now that the Bulldog's gone down. You're not going to get shots at the T4 from here. Yeah, I would still be thinking about moving back to cover the 1390 from the back chat. Right, 1390 is poked out, and then now you've got the Leopard PTA up over by the 1390 as well. If you'd moved over there, you'd be in position now to be getting cover shots if they push the 1390. Where you are now, you're not going to get shots at anything. They're all well out of range. But the back chat's now pushing the 1390. And you could have got a shot worth of damaging on the back chat. 1390 is now dead, so that allows them to flank over if they want to. You certainly could have got one, if not two shots into the back chat and the Leopard. So, you know, we're probably 2,000 points worth of damage shy of where we should be by now. We should really be about 3k damage mark. Sitting here is no good at all. You can see that the E50M has pushed up almost to outside your render range, so you know you're not going to get shots sitting on that part, so you should have relocated earlier. Again, there's absolutely no thought of relocating towards the north. I don't know whether you didn't look at your minimap or whether you just presumed it would be better to just push to this side. I don't know. Shot at the Emil is not very good here, but you can see he's moving over down this area, so you should be aiming over here right now because he will be crossing over to take on the U50M. Up he pops, and if it wasn't for that 30 times 30 zoom, you would have had a shot at the flank rather than shooting his turret, which is very bad. Aim lower here. Yeah, okay. It was a risky shot, but it was worth taking. It didn't pay off. Now you've got an Emil 2 in a hold down situation. That's very, very bad, but thankfully for you, you have 3 artillery. So all you need to do is just keep this guy lit, and the artillery will do the rest for you. While you're waiting for the artillery to take it out, you need to be looking at your mini-map. So you can see the Batchat was last spotted up there, with the Batchat artillery as well. So it might be worth thinking to yourself, well, the Batchat is probably 2 shot to you now, and you can get those 2 shots off before he can fully clip you. So once the Emil 2's gone, I'd be pushing over the bridge to take on the artillery if he's still there, and to take on the Batchat if he's still there. So there goes the artillery, and we should be moving right now. And literally as soon as that guy had gone, you should have been moving. But we're not moving at all. We're still not moving. I'm not sure what you're expecting to get from this position. This is very, very passive play for no reason, really. Batchat spotted now into the cap circle. You did spot that. But there's no point just sitting here hoping for shots. Go take out the Batchat artillery. He's a one-shot to you. You should be able to just, as long as you don't roll low, you can kill him in one shot. Leopard spotted, but you haven't noticed. You had shots then. Don't ever poke out with your front on this tank. This has got a rear mounted turret and your engine's at the front, so you can have your tracks taken and you can have your engine knocked out, and then he can just rip you apart while your gun is still behind hard cover, so you can't shoot back in return. Always poke with your rear in the Waffleträgger Panzer IV. So the back chat's gone. What are you afraid of at the moment? I'm not entirely sure why you're playing so passive. I'd be rushing that Leopard PTA right now. He can knock a little bit of health off you. Maybe if you miss one shot, you could probably lose 1200 health at the most. You've got 1600. You've got health to trade at this point, and you're just not doing it. You're far too passive. I don't understand why you're going to try for shots here. You won't get them. And because of the times 25 zoom, you missed out on that. Please, 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 please uninstall that. It is a terrible option. And that gives us the end of